Hi, Gem Rising. Let's get into your 2026 yearly horoscope and forecast. There are so many changes happening in 2026, and what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to start off with those major changes. Then I'm going to get into the eclipses, your annual full moon and new moon, and I will be talking about Venus retrograde. So let's start off with January the 26th. The planet of dreams and illusions enters Aries and enters your 11th house of friendships, groups, your social networks, and hopes and wishes for the future. So Neptune is a planet of dreams and illusions. It's associated with sensitivities, emotions, intuition, spirituality, creativity, but also, on the other hand, it can make things a little confusing, or there could be a lack of clarity or some haziness, mist, and fog. Now, what's interesting is Saturn will join Neptune in Aries on February the 13th in the 11th house. And Saturn is a complete opposite. Saturn is about structure, discipline, reality, being very disciplined, and it's about time. So when Saturn enters the 11th house, the energy of this area of life changes. There may be some friendships or the social circles that you were part of and hanged around with, they may change dramatically. You may kind of feel different when this energy occurs in your life, and you may feel like you've kind of grown and matured, or you may find the truth of certain people. And with Saturn especially, it reveals the reality. It doesn't sugarcoat anything like Neptune. It doesn't look at everything from rose-tinted glasses. It's very sober and realistic. So friendships may dramatically change. And also when it comes to your hopes and visions for the future, you may be more spiritual about them, but also you may be more structured on how to approach them, how to accomplish some of those goals you have for your hopes and wishes for the future. And that's Saturn's influence. Saturn can make you very realistic and provide you with that discipline so you can really mature in this area of your life. And you may find that you attract friendships that are different than what your usual friend circle was like. You may attract people that are very Neptunian or very Saturnian as well. April the 25th, Uranus, a planet of innovation and change, enters your sign. So we already had a sneak peek of this in 2025, but this energy is now going to re-enter in 2026. So it's really shaking up your life. This is an upgrade. This is an evolution. Uranus is an energy that needs stimulation, it needs movement, it needs change, it needs adventure, and it can be very unpredictable. And because it's in your first house, in your sign, this is impacting your identity, life path, life purpose. It's changing the very foundation of your life. And you'll find that as time goes on with this very long transit, is that there'll be different stages to your evolution. You may go through dramatic changes in terms of your personality, how you dress up, how you move, your just demeanor, what you want from life, everything. And it can also impact relationships because it's opposite your 7th house, and people may notice the change in you. But this is an upgrade. This is a time where this energy is asking you to upgrade and move forward and evolve, and you may feel that as soon as we enter 2026. You'll feel that change, and it's a change you've already kind of dipped your toes in 2025. It will impact everyone at different times because this is a very long transit, so it really depends on your chart. But if you have early gem in your chart, this transit will focus more on you. Let's move on to June the 19th. We have Chiron, the wounded healer, that enters Taurus. So Chiron is known as a wounded healer, and when it changes signs and houses, it can reveal to us some of our insecurities, wounds, and triggers. And for you, it's entering the 12th house, and the 12th house has a lot to do with the past. It's a very emotional, sensitive area of life, so you may have to confront a lot of your hidden emotions or hidden sensitivities or challenges or issues you faced in the past, and they may come up during this time. And with Chiron's energy, you can do a lot of work, a lot of navigating through some of these issues and evolving and growing from them. Okay, so this can be a very spiritually healing time, and Chiron in Taurus is a long transit as well. But when it comes to your spirituality, when it comes to your emotions, your sensitivities, matters of the past, you can do a lot of deep healing. June the 30th, Jupiter, the planet of expansion, enters Leo. Jupiter is a very positive energy and it's entering your third house. Now, the third house is a key area of life for you because the third house has to do with the mind. It has to do with learning, reading, writing, researching, communicating, speaking, as well as your daily environments and daily travels and commutes. So with Jupiter here, it can make you feel very great and confident, and it can give you just a lot of exciting experiences where you're feeling very spiritual, you're researching spiritual topics, you're gaining a lot of wisdom. It's just when it comes to your mind, you're going through a lot of expansion. It's supporting you to awaken to different perspectives and also spiritually as well. Jupiter can be a very spiritual influence in your life as well. And during this time, you're just in your element, you're socializing, you're having a great time socializing, being out there, your daily day-to-day life is really exciting, and just you're having good experiences and good moments in life. So that's a really great positive. Now, if you have other planets in the third house, Jupiter can really amplify that energy because it can also exaggerate energy as well. But overall, it's a very positive energy in your life, especially if you work in any type of field that requires you to use your mind a lot, like researching, writing, reading, expressing yourself through words, communication. This could be really great for you. Now, let's get into the node. So July the 26th, the North Node, which is our destiny point where we're headed and growing and evolving into, is entering Aquarius, and this is going to impact your ninth house. So the ninth house has to do with a higher mind. It has to do with philosophies, faith, also spirituality, and travel, foreign places. So that's where the focus is for you, and that's where you will be expanding. You're also going to have a solar eclipse in Aquarius at 28 degrees on February the 17th. So this may be a beginning, a kickstart to this area of life, this journey of the North Node being in Aquarius. So there may be new possibilities, a new cycle starting here. We're also going to have the South Node, which is the energy we're moving away from, evolving from. That's going to be in Leo, in your third house, just the way Jupiter is in your third house. These energies coming together. It's very interesting because South Node energy can be very heavy sometimes, but with Jupiter it's really bringing a lot of light, so it's supporting you to evolve and grow, especially when it comes to your mind and your way of thinking and your way of communicating. Those old patterns and old habits and experiences, you're moving away from that. You're going to have a solar eclipse in Leo at 20 degrees on August the 12th in your third house, so this may be a new experience, a new change, a new enlightening experience you go through during this eclipse, and it's kickstarting the Leo solar eclipse journey as well. Now, we also have the Virgo and Pisces eclipses that we are finishing off this year. So March the 3rd, we've got a lunar eclipse in Virgo at 12 degrees. So that's going to be impacting your fourth house of home, family, sense of belonging and security. So whatever you've been going through in the last year connected to home and family, that cycle is now coming to a close, coming to completion. And then we got a lunar eclipse in Pisces at 4 degrees on August the 28th, which is connected to career goals and ambitions. So again, everything you've been going through associated with the 10th house in the last year, that is also coming to an end, and that cycle is coming to completion. So there could be a great transformation occurring in your 10th and 4th house axis. Let's get into your lunar events happening in 2026. So June the 14th, we have a new moon in Gemini at 24 degrees. This will be happening in your first house of identity, self, life goals, life path, life purpose. So there could be this new beautiful cycle that occurs during this time, especially if you have planets in Gemini at 24 degrees or close by. This is going to be even more profound for you. And this is your annual new moon, so it's shining light onto you. And this could be a new rebirth. So you're going to be very intentional during this time because you are able to attract a lot into your life. So it's a very special time for you. And then on November the 24th, you got a full moon in Gemini at 2 degrees. So take a look at your chart if you have any planets in Gemini at 2 degrees or close by early Gem. This will be more profound for you as well. So the sun will be in your opposite sign Sagittarius in your 7th house of relationships. And then the moon will be in Gemini in your first house. So there could be a transformation between you and other people when it comes to, again, your sense of self, identity, as well as relationships and other people. There could be something that changes. Let's talk about Venus retrograde. So Venus is going retrograde in 2026 on October the 3rd. It's kicking off its cycle in Scorpio, which will be impacting your 6th house of your daily life routine and your mind, body, soul, spirit, as well as work. Because Venus retrograde does emphasize on love and relationships, a lot of people will have to navigate through their relationships, especially if there are some challenges. There could be some breakups, there could be some mending, there could be some working on just your sense of self and your own values and your heart chakra for the 6th house. It could be about taking care of your mind, body, soul, and spirit, as well as your work, and especially expanding that heart chakra as well. Now, this Venus retrograde will also re-enter Libra, which means it will re-enter your fifth house, which has to do with expression, joy, pleasure, leisure, creativity, and also romantic relationships. So this may help you to redirect your energy and work on your creativity, work on how confident you are, how you express yourself, and also work on your feminine energy as well. And even relationships can be a huge one because the fifth house rules over romantic relationships. Mercury retrograde is happening in the water signs this year. So it's going to happen in Pisces as well as Cancer and Scorpio. So it's going to be more emotional, more sentimental, and it's going to support us to tap into our intuition. Now, Mercury retrograde is always important for you because you are ruled by Mercury, but this time it's having more of a watery, sentimental, sensitive influence to it. So that's going to be a very interesting time, which I will get into as we get closer to those retrogrades. So Gem rising, big year ahead with Uranus in your sign. And I'm wishing you all the best. May all these changes support you to become the best version of yourself. Let me know what you're looking forward to the most in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, click on the notification bell. If you like to listen on the go, these episodes are available on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And I'll speak with you soon in your January 2026 horoscope. Take care and lots of love.